Give me a beer, fucker.
I didn't hear. What'd you say?
No man is apart. We are all brothers here. Maybe one day we can become a race of human beings that inhabits this beautiful planet Earth. An organism that is at war with itself is doomed for destruction. The dream is unity with man and the source, and may we explore the breathtaking universe in endless space together forever in peace.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
sick shit, dude.
You see this here? This representation? This means so much because you can think of that as the
beginning and the end,
or
anything,
the earth,
yeah.
or like sperm trying to fertilize an egg. You could think of this as the energy that each spherical thing gives off. Everything has its own.
Dude, the circle and the sun is the most adored object from every culture, from the ancient religion.
Yeah, but even simple in our daily lives.
Well, dude,
look at the wheel. Look how simple the wheel is, and look how that is effective.
It used to be God.
It is.
The sun is
planets, your eyes, everything.
Energy on the planet, but we understand now with our technological advancements. And they understood this in ancient times too, but the sun was more apparent and more readily available to be studied. But now, with our studies of distant galaxies in distant regions of space, we find things that transcend this small system that we live in.
Our universe.
Like I just recently read something about finding these things called anions, which are ions with a negative charge, and then developing interstellar chemistry. And this is a quote, DeRise's quote. It says that in the near future, we will be able to build large organic organisms in space. Direct quote.
Yeah.
Like, within the next 100 years.
Well, you asked me large, like explain.
You know what an ion is, right?
Yeah, ion.
It's a particle that has a positive charge,
right,
that emits energy. Right. And like you have ion blasters, which were developed like in the 50s at Area 51.
It's like particle beams and all that shit.
So yeah, particle beams, all that. And so this is something they realized that they found these things that were called anions in this like really dark and cold region of the universe that was so compressed and depressed that like nothing ever, like the movements there were so slow that it would take millions of years for like particles to move and stuff. And basically, because it's really fast here, like it happens.
No, but you're talking like in like black holes kind of.
Right. Basically, finding these negatively charged ions was thought to be impossible 10 years ago. But now that it was discovered, they did research into it, and the result was that the particle, they can detect the charge of a particle before they actually register the particle. So the like charge is
particles even created.
Once it realizes itself is when the particle gives itself a charge. So if it's a negatively charged ion, it only becomes positive when it recognizes that it can become positive. And that's the only thing and it's not even a living thing by any, but it has that same awareness that all things that live have.
No, it's consciousness, dude.
Yeah,
it's consciousness to the one true source, man.
Yeah.
That's consciousness. That's where, say, a flower would bloom and point to the direction of the sun before it rose.
Right.
Now, why did it do that?
Yeah.
It's conscious.
Well, that goes back to the original thing you're talking about, where the sun is the
conscious.
first creator of any energy.
Yeah.
Like a dark void, the sun like lit up everything. That gave us, like you say, it's photosynthesis, simple heat
exactly.
to change particles,
if you want to understand
melt ice.
That, the winter represents death.
Yeah.
And that's what that represents. And if you look, there is actually something that's astrological from the sun that shows. And I learned this from Zeitgeist, which and Rich told me about it. A lot of people here found out about Zeitgeist a long time ago.
Zeitgeist.com.
Yeah, and so
spring.
It's just
I just wrote something recently about the cold winter snow hitting the warmer and warmer showers and melting together to provide the water that sustains the life, because that's all that there is basically on our planet. Like, our planet is really easy to understand. I think we could all come to the conclusion that we understand our planet, but we need to like understand it in the context in which it exists in a much larger. Are you leaving?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you gotta understand the context in which it exists on a larger scale.
Are we gonna leave or are we gonna stay?
So
What are you thinking?
it's 12.
I'm fine for a little bit.
Jay, you have been illuminated.
You should get a good shot of it.
You've been illuminated. And you know what? There are, but wait 400 years and see how much of an impact this time has JFK, all for the same
What's that
reason.
website?
Tupac.
BrailleMotion.com.
Yeah.
You know, like,
What?
Oh no.
all the
Yeah,
people
YouTube.
Greenproductions.com.
Talking
some cosmic shit.
I'm gonna put it something, dude, but I didn't remember his name, dude. Like,